Yo, what up? Welcome back to A Stiff Receipt. So, Fight Forever has officially come out today for people who bought the Elite Edition and for people who aren't on PC, that is. But,
yeah,
so,
fuckers.
I figured...
Oh, that was pretty quick in. Sorry, guys.
I figured that we would run through each member of the roster and we would, we would rate them on how good they look or how bad they look. Because there's some pretty good ones. There's some pretty good ones in this game, but there are some really, really bad ones in the game as well. Some of them are
with faces only a mother could love.
And some of them aren't even faces that a mother could love.
Some of them are getting abandoned at a fire station.
Well, we're going to start with Adam Page. So Adam Page is a weird one because, like, I feel like in-game he doesn't look that bad, but during the screen, I don't know if it's like the eyes. He looks like he's, like, staring through my soul.
No, this looks as dead-eyed as real Hangman. I don't know what you're talking about.
He looks...
you know what it is? It's the eyes and the mouth together.
He's got a tiny little mouth. His nose is wider than his mouth.
Yeah, it is. It is. That's what it is in this. It's the proportions are off on this. Like they should have set the size slider on the fucking mouth just a little bit to the right.
Yes.
A little bit more. Got a tiny ass mouth, man.
All right, next up is one of my personal favorites, Andrade. I don't know who this man is, but that is not Andrade.
That is definitely a black man impersonating Andrade.
That looks like Cool Bro's character in DAW.
That does look like Cool Bro's
literally
character.
Nobody's gonna know what the hell that even means.
No one's gonna get that, but that's
I'll
fine.
have to show a fucking picture.
That looks like somebody we know from the street.
Whoever this man is, it is not Andrade. I can tell you that for certain.
That is... that's a little dark on the spray tan, Andrade.
Like, there is... Like, his character in-game, again, like Adam Page's, I think he does look better, like, actually physically in the game than he does on the screen.
This is not a good look, though.
But even then, does not look great. Does not look great. It's not
I mean, it
good.
doesn't look bad. It just doesn't look like him.
It's just, right, that's the problem. That is the big problem. I mean, this looks mostly like Anna Jay. I wouldn't say it's perfect, but, like, I could tell that it's mostly her.
It's weird. It's a weird thing of, like, old school look, but also, like, you can tell Kenny's weeb status is creeping in on it too.
Yeah.
Like, he's weeb status. That man owns the weeb title for anything.
Oh.
But yeah,
Speaking of,
fine. It looks kind of like Anna.
Right. Speaking of cartoon characters, now Aubrey Edwards.
Jesus
I feel
Christ.
like Aubrey Edwards is actually like the best cartoon version of a person I've ever seen.
That's a caricature.
Like,
you know what she looks like?
It literally looks straight out of a cartoon.
She looks like a character. She looks like a character that's probably in Gollum. That is, come on, man.
It's funny. It's really aggressively goofy, and it's, as I said, it's real
But it's
cartoon
also
character-y. But like,
it
I can
is-
look at that character model and be like, "That's Aubrey Edwards." Like,
Yeah,
I
no,
can
that's
absolutely tell.
No, it is. It's just overdone for her. They did her kind of dirty, but it's fine. It's so over the top that you're like, oh, it's kind of.
They really
endearing.
embraced the
Okay.
cartoon on that one.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
All right, Brian Cage is his is funny to me because I don't think he looks bad, but the mouth, like, what the hell is going? He could fit a fucking a cantaloupe in there.
He looks like he's fixing to shove his fist in it.
Yeah, he could probably fit it in there.
It looks like he's standing in front of a high-powered fan.
Yeah.
That man is taking
That
this
or
picture
just
in a wind
going
tunnel.
really fast.
Oh, that. Yeah.
He's running like Sonic the
Jesus.
Hedgehog
That
with his
man,
mouth open.
Just, it's like insert video of Flash here, and it's just like flapping cheeks. That's all that is. Jesus.
But otherwise, it looks like him. The
Still
mouth,
looks like
the
Brian
mouth thing
Cage.
is freaking weird.
I mean,
All right, we got Britt Baker. I think this is probably the best one so far. Like, that looks
pretty good.
pretty damn close to being Britt Baker. I mean, it's kind of.
it's a little goofy.
It'd probably be
it's
bad.
A little puffy.
Well, I mean, they're all goofy, to be fair.
It's a little puffy, is what it is. She looks a little puffy.
She looks like she's got a little bit of a resting bitch face going on.
Well, I mean, Britt Baker has kind of a resting bitch face when she.
I mean, if you had to live with Adam Cole, you know, he's such an awful, horrible person. Jeez.
This terrible man named Adam Cole. I can't even, dude. I can't even continue with that. I can't continue because everybody's just like, what a lovely human being Adam Cole is.
Nobody hates Adam Cole. I think I think it's not possible.
I don't think I've heard anybody actually say anything that's ever been like, oh, fuck that guy Adam Cole.
I mean, even CM Punk said he liked Adam Cole, and he's grumpy about everything and everybody.
He hates waking up, that man.
And even he had to point out how fucking great of a person Adam Cole was. Brody Lee, like, that's
looks
him.
Like fucking Brody Lee.
That is literally him. His model is pretty, okay, I take... We've given the most closest to real life title from Britt Baker to Brody Lee, because that is literally him.
I mean, we still have the fucking hair thing with long hair going on and everything, where it's weird. I just noticed that on him more than anything. I don't know why.
It's kind of weird. It's funny because like I feel like the hair and whatnot is not like necessarily better in this game. It's like it's the fact that everything else is so cartoony that it kind of works
to the point
better.
where you're like, it works.
Right.
And that looks a lot like Brody, though.
Yeah, he looks great. We got Daniel Bryan, whatever the fuck his name is, Bryan Danielson. Jesus.
Fucking asshole from Seattle, that fucking vegan.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think he's like 75% there.
And the other 25
is a little off here.
The other 25% is definitely Neanderthal.
There's something with the eyes on these characters that like look not fully correct. They're just eyes are strange.
Uncanny valley, man.
Yeah.
You start staring into your soul, dead and lifeless. It's like, I'm not even real.
Like, if I saw this picture without the name, like, I could probably guess that this is Bryan Danielson, but it's just not quite there.
It's mostly there.
It's mostly there.
They got to Verhoeven, man, and just kind of went to the cave on that. That definitely looks like a caveman. Anyways,
we got Chris Jericho. I mean, it would be pretty difficult to mistake him for being anybody else.
That's fat Chris Jericho. We all know what
they
Jericho
did him.
is.
I was talking about this.
Champion.
I was talking about it earlier. They did him so dirty because, like,
they did.
What's funny is like he's so fat in the game, but like they made him like defined, like he has like abs and shit. So it just looks like a fat man who has abs painted on his body. And Jericho's credit, he's lost a lot of weight and he looks pretty fucking great now. Nowadays,
no, that's
a lot
what
better.
I'm saying. Like, they did him dirty. They couldn't go back in there and shave a few pounds off the love handles for him. Christ, man.
They never, like, all this shit's so old and outdated, they just never went back to fix Chris Jericho. Poor guy. I almost feel bad for him. The face-wise, I mean, that looks just like him.
Bad. It's not far off. Great. It's right there.
We got Christian Cage. I think Christian Cage is another one fucking spot on. Like, he looks...
That looks like Christian Cage.
He's like 95% there in this picture. In-game, like, he doesn't even look like a cartoon version of himself. He just looks like him.
Well, that's because Christian Cage looks like the cartoon representation every black grandmother tells their grandchildren about. That's a white man. The evil white man. That's the man.
Well, that's his character right now. He's the evil white man with a turtleneck.
Evil. Yeah, he literally is evil white man with a turtleneck. He's an 80s villain. It looks like he's coming to shut down the fucking community center so the kids can't go and play video games.
Yes.
That's what that character is. And he looks like a cartoon character in real life. So when you put him in this game that's all stylized, it's like, no, that's just fucking Christian Cage.
Yeah. All right, we got Chuck Taylor.
Chuck Taylor looks like he's drunk.
He does. I don't know what's going on with like the expression. I mean, that looks like Chuck Taylor, but like, what is he doing with his eye? What is he looking at?
There's some problems here. I know Chuck Taylor is kind of got an odd-shaped head in real life. Not to be mean. Like, it's not bad. It's just like, it's weird. But that is a very oblong head.
Yeah, but like,
look at he's got Mega Mind brain going on up there. Look,
he does have a big forehead.
He's got a puffy fucking top of his head. That's what's going on, and he looks almost cross-eyed right here.
That's another theme. Like a lot of these render pictures like this they look like they're cross-eyed for some reason.
They look bad.
But what is
They
he
did
looking
everything.
at? Like, why are his eyes looking over there? It's kind of
he looks
freaking me
like
out.
It looks like one of those guys that comes up to you where we've grown up and be like, hey, what are you doing? And you're like, who are you talking to?
All right, we got CM Punk, who also is
Looks
not
like
great.
he has no teeth.
He's
Jesus.
like, it's what's so funny. The funniest part about his render is he looks like a meth head who sleeps under a bridge.
He looks as toothless as he is in real life.
How can you be a drug-free, straight-edge meth head?
I don't know. He does kind of look like that in real life.
Again, his is kind of like Bryan Danielson's, except his is probably worse than Bryan Danielson's. Where if somebody showed me a picture of that face, I'd be like, oh yeah, well that's CM Punk.
It's not even
great.
his eyebrows. It's not even his eyebrows. It's not the way his expression is. His eyes are offset. One's a little higher than the other, and the nose is crooked.
And
Tell me I'm wrong.
It looked like the right eye looks cross-eyed, like he's got a lazy eye.
No, it does look like he's looking directly at the tip of his nose with the right eye.
Yes, only the right eye. I don't understand why is this the theme? I don't get it.
His face is lopsided, dude. There's some that's weird.
Maybe he's having
That's
a stroke.
weird.
It's not
That's
fun to make
mean.
fun of Jim Ross like that in your render, CM Punk.
Jesus,
have
what
some
is
decency.
This? What is this? WCW in the 2000s? Christ.
Cody Rhodes looks like Cody Rhodes.
Well, you put the stupid fucking tattoo on the side of his neck.
Yep.
Of course, it looks like Cody Rhodes. There's no mistaking that.
He looks like a video game cartoon version of himself. I think
He looks like a douchebag.
he looks more in-game. Again, like some of these renders, I don't feel like look that great, and some of them the characters look better in-game. They do in these pictures. But
the game's it's a 10-footer rule.
yeah,
You're back on the camera. It doesn't look quite as bad. You get close in some of these pictures, it's like, ooh, that's not okay. But that's not terrible.
no, it's pretty good. Darby Allin.
Jesus
another...
Christ, is that not a picture of Darby Allin?
It's just him.
That looks like him.
It's just him.
That looks as dead-eyed as Darby Allin.
And you know, it's Darby Allin. I mean, I don't know that you could have done Darby Allin any better than that. Any kind of face paint as well. Like, dude, like face paint is like easy mode. Dustin Rhodes, other than he looks 25 years younger, I'd say he looks great.
That was Dustin Rhodes when he was teaming with his brother the first time. That's a much younger Dustin Rhodes.
It looks just like him. He definitely, I'm pretty sure he's got a little bit more wrinkles than that, a little bit more age, but I mean, it is a cartoon video game, I guess, to be fair.
You know, there's some odd scarring on the forehead of him now, but I mean, it worked.
I mean, even if you remove the face paint, I'd be like, yep, that's Dustin Rhodes for sure.
Dustin Rhodes, definitely him.
Eddie Kingston, maybe I'm crazy, but has Eddie Kingston's head always been shaped like a cinder block?
It is fucking bricky, isn't it? He does kind of have that bulldog.
He looks like
brick head
Minecraft
look.
Steve.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Looks like he was rendered for the game Battle Bit.
Like, again, somebody shows me a picture of that, I'm like, that's Eddie Kingston. You can tell
still
it's
looks
him.
like Eddie Kingston.
The one thing that I've learned about the game as well is lighting is not everybody's best friend. And let me tell you,
that's true.
there is nothing more frightening than when you see a picture of Eddie Kingston in game with the light shining on his face. He looks like Mr. Potato Head. Like, it is absolutely cursed. We got Hikaru Shida, which her model looks great.
Okay.
Absolutely Hikaru Shida.
There's no reason at all. Nobody should read into this. I'm going to be playing Hikaru Shida.
You know, I actually have not even seen her in a match yet. I need to do that.
I like Hikaru. I like
She's
Shida.
great.
She's fantastic. But that looks great. That's a
her
very
model's
good
great.
render.
Jade Cargill. This is, I think, again, I don't know who this lady is. This is not Jade Cargill.
I can see it, but not close enough. It's close, and I get where they were going, but it's just
Her model to me is worse than Andrade.
No, I don't know, man.
I think
feel like Andrade's is worse.
The only thing that I see Jade Cargill about this is the attire and the fact that she's jacked and has white hair.
No, the face kind of looks like Jade, but not close enough where I would say it's good.
I think
but it
the
looks
problem,
like it looks better than Andrade's.
I think a lot of these, the problem is with like hers and like Andrade's and even Cody Rhodes, same way, is like since everything is that cartoony look, they've really smoothed out everybody's faces a lot.
Yeah, because
those two, it works on some people's faces better than other people. I think it's because she looks happy, and normally she's more aggressive.
She's usually scowling, but I'm also not sad about seeing her on.
She looks like a face.
I still think Andrade's is bad. Eddie Kingston's is bad for a different reason.
But you can at least tell Eddie Kingston's Eddie Kingston.
Yeah, well, that's true. There's no mistaking Eddie Kingston for anybody else.
You're right.
He dresses exactly
Everything
like
about
somebody.
him, the way he dresses, the
just-
shape of his body, his face, his voice. You literally, it is
Yo,
impossible
dog,
for that man to sneak up on anybody. Like,
Dead ass on sight, dog. Like that, it's Eddie. But like Jade, it looks kind of close, but she is smiling, so that does off-put it.
yeah.
But
Jeff Hardy. I think Jeff Hardy is one of my favorites. See how what I'm saying about smoothing out the face? It's like Jeff Hardy's model is like newer than the others or something. His face actually has like wrinkles and definition. That looks like Jeff Hardy.
yeah, his looks.
That literally
his
is
looks a
Jeff
little
Hardy.
Yeah, his looks a little more detailed. Like they spent a little more time on that.
Right. It's like I feel like this game has been in development so long where there was like they had a bunch of characters done early and then the game has been pushed back so long and then they've added these other characters that have more definition on their face and whatnot. Like that didn't even look like
I'd be
he didn't
interested
even
to
look like
see
he's
if
from the
they-
same game.
No, it really that is drastically different. That's actually one of the first ones that's been so bad.
I still out
But,
of all the, Jeff Hardy's is by far the best render I've seen of anybody in the game so far. All right, we got John Silver. It looks like John Silver, little Johnny Hungy man right there. Bite size.
Fire plug he is.
Mr. Bite size
He's
John
built
Silver.
like a fucking fire hydrant is what he is. And he's built
I
like a
look.
fire hydrant. in game
5'5".
two.
I was like, how tall is he? 5'5" is this man?
Yep. Every bit of it. And all like.
Why is John Silver just the
250 pounds.
best person?
So
Anytime
fucking
that we
good.
don't see him on wrestling TV is a bad day. Let's be real.
Yeah, but at least they get like the shit with BTE and they get their time there.
That's true.
'Cause He's
That's true.
fucking they say things on BTE that they cannot say on
Right.
television
Yeah.
at all.
All right, John Moxley. This doesn't look anything like him. His head is not covered in blood. What the fuck?
Yeah, he's not bleeding profusely.
That's
and
absolutely not
swearing
John
at
Moxley.
Random people.
Right.
Cannot be.
Not enough blood.
Actually, that doesn't
It's
look
just-
terrible. That doesn't look terrible.
No, it looks
it's
pretty
the
damn
weird
good.
small mouth thing again.
It ain't as bad as Hangman's, but yeah.
No, it's not as bad as Hangman's, but it is like pressed together, like thin lip Karen going on here. It's a little odd, but it's not bad.
Nah, this is pretty alright.
close.
Jungle Boys looks just like him as well.
That looks like Jack Perry.
It's him. That is Jungle Jack in the flesh.
That looks like newly heel Jack Perry.
You know, and it's funny, like they gave him his like angry, cold, the vibes that he gives off in real life. They gave him that in game too. Every time I see him in game, I'm like, wow, that guy looks like an asshole.
Yeah, man. Apparently he's an asshole. Who knew?
Kenny Omega's. I feel like he's got a weird head.
He's got
His
a
head
weird
is narrow.
face. Yeah, okay, that's
got a-
where I was at.
He's got a narrow
very
head.
narrow.
I don't know, like you can tell it's him, and he's got the hair, but like
This is anime, Kenny.
he's got a long head. I don't know what's going on with that.
My head's not that fat. Make it narrower.
He's
I'm
another
a skinnier head.
Yeah. He's another one
guys.
where he's mostly there. We're just there's something off, but he's
Yeah,
mostly
the
there.
Thing that's
And you
off
can
is
tell it's
fucking
him.
Kenny Omega. That's the problem.
That's true. He probably
I
demanded
love
his
Kenny.
head to be shaped like a fucking
No,
oval.
make it more like this character from this random anime that nobody fucking watches. Even though you like,
I was like, I don't even know
I
what
don't
that
even know
is.
that was an
We're
anime.
all from Japan, and you're just talking gibberish to me.
is that a manga? I don't even know what that is. Jesus Christ, dude.
Chris
That's
Statlanders
an
looks
unfortunate
pretty
lip.
damn good, but I don't know what she's doing with her face, but it looks like her.
That's
But
Angry Chris, and I love Chris.
to be
and
fair,
that does look pretty close
this is
to
another
the
one like Darby
fucking
Allin where
mouth
we got like a big chunk of face paint there, and that really helped.
It helped a little. The lip thing from the lip curl from the mouth movements. The mouth movements are off in this game, I think.
They're very
They're a
goofy.
little odd.
They're goofy as
and
hell.
that's what it is. So they're like overdone, so
Right.
it looks odd, but that looks like Chris.
Yeah. Who the hell is this?
That's Lance.
Oh, that's
Archer.
dude. I thought that was what's his face? Grayson Stewart, wait, or is it the other guy? Who I'm thinking of?
Stu Grayson.
Yes, I thought that
From the
was.
Dark Order?
I dead ass thought that was Stu Grayson. I'm like, wait,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
not in the game, is he?
It did look a little bit like Stu Grayson, but no, that is definitely Lance Archer.
Lance Archer is. Why does he look like he lost like 75 pounds in this picture?
Not that big in real life.
He's a lot bigger than that.
He's not that.
He
thick in
suffers
real
from the
life. He's a
same
tall-
illness that Kenny Omega does, where his head is too narrow.
I do think he's got a little larger head, a little bit squarer head. But I mean, he's not like thick. He's just a big dude. Like he's tall. He's kind of lanky.
But like,
So
his head is definitely bigger than that in real life. I'm looking at pictures. He's definitely got a
no,
bigger
you're
head.
not wrong with that. I think when you mentioned that, I'm like, no, yeah, he's got a square head. It's fine.
Yeah, that confused me for a bit. I dead ass thought that was fucking
Dude,
Stu
he's
Grayson.
got the tongue ring.
Oh, he does, doesn't he? I'm gonna be real. I feel like this one, it's not bad, but if somebody would have shown me a picture of it without telling me it was Lance Archer, I don't think I would have immediately guessed Lance Archer.
Do you want to know how I knew it was Lance Archer immediately?
What?
It said his name next to it.
Oh yeah, that does help. That does help. That's obviously Kane.
The Abyss.
The Biz.
But yeah, no, that is obviously somebody else, not Luchasaurus at all. Doesn't look like a dinosaur. I don't know what the fuck you people are talking about.
You literally, like, it is impossible to fuck this up. You can't even see his face. That could be fucking Paul Heyman under that mask.
It could have been fucking anyone. You don't even have to get the tattoos right. You should have just put the luchador mask on him.
That's it. Like, it's a mask. As long as you make the mask look like the mask, then I think you're good to go. Malachi Black, I don't know that this is fair because we can't see half of his face.
Top half looks right.
The top half of his face does look like Malachi Black. So, I mean, his character does look like him in-game.
They did get all the tattoos right. Everything looks correct.
Can't see the bottom half of his face. I guess we got the important half, I suppose.
Yeah, the dead-eyed cold stare at you.
Matt Jackson, I feel like he's got a fat head. He's got the opposite Kenny Omega problem.
He's got the opposite thing going on. His head's a little bit larger, but that is definitely Matt Jackson.
You can tell it's him. He's just got a little bit of a fat head going on, I think.
He looks a little bloated from drinking too much.
He might be. Miro, I mean, it looks ish like Miro. I think that there's just something weird about his face. I don't know if it's because he's just
looking. It's weird.
Yeah,
it's like
and
it's untextured almost.
Again, he's got the thing going on, and then his eyes are looking at something that isn't the camera. For whatever reason, I don't get that.
Oh, why do my eyes go cross?
Like, why is he looking over there? It's like, Miro, I'm right here. What are you doing?
I said to my God, why have my eyes crossed? And he said, this gimmick's fucking stupid. Not the worst thing I've ever seen.
No, it's okay. It's
okay.
I'll give it a 6.
Mid.
Speaking of mid, we got the opposite of that with MJF.
Also not MJF.
It's a weird head.
It's all weird. It's all off.
Like you can tell it's MJF, but it's
okay. First of all, body is MJF from a few years ago before he really put the work in.
That's also true.
He put a lot of work in, man.
I think that's the big thing with a lot of these is their looks and attires are very outdated.
Yeah, and the other thing with this version of MJF, he's got a rounder head. I'm sorry, his head's
He definitely does. And that ring is fucking tiny. Has anybody seen the newer ring? It is like 3 times that big.
It is the gaudiest ring I've ever seen.
You know that's actually his finisher in this game?
Really, it's the ring?
Yeah, he pulls the ring out of his crotch and then punches them in the face. I thought that was funny. It's literally like playing as William Regal back in the day. The brass knucks. I thought that was awesome.
Oh, well, you know, MJF's one of my favorites anyway, so that just makes it even better.
Yeah, I don't know. His I'll give him this. I feel like his is worse than Miro's.
Yeah, they did him dirty on the nose, too. That's a little bit big, don't you think?
Yeah, a little bit.
Am I just wrong about the proportions of his face?
I don't know. Again, it could be
that
lighting.
Right.
It could be lighting as well.
Could be. But this is not a good picture.
There's just something. It's just not. We ain't quite there. I can tell it's him, but it's just not. It ain't
not
it.
Quite. Yeah, that ain't it, bud.
Nick Jackson, what the hell is going on?
Like
Where is this man's teeth? Where's this man's teeth? Did he forget to put his teeth in when he took this?
My lips, boy.
And also, he doesn't have any facial hair since it's like the old one, so it's like throwing me off as well. Because I feel like it's been forever since I've seen him completely clean shaven.
Yeah, no, that's weird. But also, what the fuck is this face picture?
I don't know. And not only is he doing weird shit with his mouth, it looks like he has no teeth. And his eyes, again, what the fuck is he looking at?
I don't know.
He looks like a grandmother.
It looks like he's staring off in the distance at cat.
He's staring. He's burning a hole through my desk with his eyes. Nyla Rose looks pretty goddamn close. That looks pretty damn close to being Nyla Rose.
That's a fuck. What the fuck is that mouth?
I don't know. There's just
that's bad.
The mouth. I don't. Did they look at any of these mouth situations when they did these?
I don't think they did. They were just like, oh, there's a fucking picture. Put it up.
How do you even like?
This is like, listen. Let's be honest about how we do things here. This is like giving an assignment to me to do. Here, make this video. It's a fucking close enough one. I grabbed a screenshot. It'll be fine.
Orange Cassidy, I feel like looks pretty good.
I mean, compared to the picture, the literal picture
of his shirt.
On his shirt. That is the actual picture from his shirt of him.
Why is that actually kind of funny to me? He's a cartoon version of himself wearing a shirt of his actual real self.
I know, that's That's the most Orange Cassidy thing I've ever seen.
Oh man,
They didn't even render a shirt for him.
Yeah, they didn't even make like
render that to make the shirt to look like the character. They just
he's
for
got
a
his
JPEG.
real face on his fake ass character shirt. That's great.
That's hilarious.
I can see his eyes through his sunglasses though, which is no, make them darker.
That's
Make them
disturbing.
darker, damn it. It is kind of creepy how I could just see his. And it's funny because his ass is staring at the camera. So I can
he actually is looking at the camera, oddly enough. That's weird.
Pierce the fucking camera through his glasses. It's creeping me out.
It does look like he's trying to warn me about something behind me.
He's like an NPC in a Bethesda game.
I used to be an adventurer like you.
We got Owen Hart. I forgot Owen Hart's in the game.
Christ, I forgot that.
I think, realistically, given that this man has been dead forever and they have no, like, way of scanning his head, I think this is pretty damn fucking good.
It's
like,
close enough.
when you go and look at some of these, like, dudes that got in WWE, like Randy Savage and Andre the Giant and, like, some of those dudes that are dead that they can't get scans of, like, they look rough. Like, this, I feel like they did a pretty good job considering that they don't have a scan of his head.
Yeah, no, that's pretty good, especially, like, they didn't lean too far on cartooning to make up for the fact that they didn't have... They just made him look big and square.
Like, you show me a picture of him without the name? Absolutely, Owen Hart. I'd recognize that immediately.
It's not quite as... His head's not quite as square in real life. It wasn't, but it's so close that it's like, yeah, that's Owen Hart.
Yeah,
There's nobody
it's pretty good. Pretty good. Why does Pac look like he's wearing eyeliner? Does he wear eyeliner?
Pac kind of looks like he's wearing eyeliner at all times.
He looks really scary.
Yeah, Pac looks really scary in real life.
I know. I meant that as a general comment, not just in game.
No, Pac is a very scary. He's a very intense individual in real life too.
It's funny, like I remember,
like he's kind of a psycho.
When he was in WWE, and he didn't have the beard and whatnot. He just kind of like, I don't know. He just looked like this goofy guy that was like, he was good in the ring, and then he goes, you see him in AEW with the beard, and like he just looks like the scariest dude ever. Yeah, I don't think it's not fully there. I feel like again, his face is really smooth, and I think that's a problem.
Yeah, I think this was one of the ones that was older too.
Yeah, more than likely.
Look at the veins. That man is vascular.
Yeah, that's a trend that pretty much everybody has in game.
There's another thing about that.
Like,
look at the fucking, like, what is it that they said? The fucking Vince quote. Look at the striations.
But yeah, where are you going?
Oh,
we're not to you yet, sir. Calm down.
Are we not? We're there.
Well, technically we were, but I was gonna say I don't know what I was gonna say. I forgot. Big Show. What the fuck, man? It wasn't your turn yet, and you ruined everything.
Not Big Show. We can't say that for legal purposes.
That's right. It's no more Big Show. That's right. It's no more Big Show, Paul White.
Well, I'm not on the show.
Okay, so this is literally Paul White if he lost 150 pounds and they cut off his legs from the knee.
Okay. That sounds about right.
I was so shocked when I played a match against him in game. It's just how small he was. He's like, I don't know if it's just because they have like, maybe they may have like specific bodies instead of doing everybody separately. They just have like different forms and they just kind of like throw them across everyone or what. But like,
right.
My character was 6 foot and Big Show was maybe like 2 inches taller than me. Maybe. So that's already wrong. And I swear, like, I think Big Show weighs like 400 pounds or something close to that. I think in game he maybe weigh like 250, 300. So that really threw me off guard. Like, he looks, even this picture here, look how like his chest, he looks really skinny and thin.
Yeah, he's not that in shape. He's never.
No, he's never been that in shape. But hey, his face is perfect. That looks exactly
it looks like Paul
him.
White.
And again, not looking at the camera. I don't get what we're doing with the eyes on these, but
I'm sorry, we can't say Paul White. Can we go back, or we can't say Big Show? Can we go back to WCW and call him
the Giant?
Oh,
you
Penta.
literally
got a mask. You couldn't have fucked this up.
God, like, you could tell me this is a real life screenshot, and I'd believe you.
But the funny thing about that is it's not just the funny thing about both him and Ray, and we'll see Ray in a minute. Penta, they got the body shapes for those two correct.
Yeah, they did.
It was weird how close like the body shape for those two are. in the fucking game.
It's so weird,
And
like the
so good.
texture of like the gloves and like the mask.
The gloves and
This
and
almost
like his,
looks like a
his
real
top-
picture. It's fucking weird.
Like his top has the shiny thing from it too, like you
Yeah.
would see.
It's almost
fucking dope.
It's almost as if they couldn't decide on like how cartoony they wanted to go with the game. So some people
like we want to get
look
some
really
detail
good
in
and
some
then-
shit,
yeah.
but like other stuff, we're gonna just be like, whatever.
It's like they were torn on what they wanted to do, and some characters like really detailed, and some of them are more cartoony. It's strange.
God, the bend on the wrinkles on the glove from him doing.
I know, like it's weird.
Wow.
This is like Jeff Hardy level of good character
This is like
model.
one of the ones that they've updated and
Yeah.
shit. That one's really good. Like you can tell, like the shape of the fingers on the Seto part, like that does look a little cartoony for how big his fingers are
Right.
and his hand is.
Well, they all
but
have big hands and feet for
right,
sure
no,
in the
but
game.
that's what I'm saying. Like that's what they look, but that's
Yeah.
how they look. Everything else is just like there's the weird details in the. Like I wouldn't have nobody would have ever rendered that. Like all
No.
the details in the fucking gloves and shit. That's unnecessary. But as far as the face goes, I mean it's face paint and a mask. How you gonna fuck that up?
You literally can't fuck it up. It's impossible.
No.
Powerhouse
That looks like
Hobbs
Powerhouse
is
Hobbs.
pretty close there. I think
He's
again
still looking.
it's
He's
more.
still looking at somebody behind me right
Yeah,
now.
he's not quite staring at the camera, just slightly off to the side.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean
Weird.
that looks pretty well like him. Again, he suffers from his face being overly smooth, but it's kind of basically everybody
they
at this
did
point.
at least get the head to neck ratio
That's
correct
true.
on that
He's
man, which
got
is
a thick fucking neck.
literally more neck than head, actually. Wow. That looks right. Okay.
And there's Ray again. You could tell me this is a real picture, and I'd probably believe you.
Yeah, if I looked at it real quick, I'd be like, yeah, no, wait. They did really good with this one
God
again.
damn.
Face mask.
Why do theirs look so good?
Get the body type for them? It's weird.
You got the
So
tattoos
good.
and like the details on like the hand wraps and whatnot, and the mask itself is so
Yeah.
detailed. Like, why didn't we get this level of detail for everybody?
Whoever had to do the Lucha Brothers was super into the Lucha Brothers.
Yes, he put
They were
time
like,
and
"Ooh,
dedication.
Lucha Brothers, me, give it to me.
Yeah. Ricky Starks is unfortunate. He's probably one of the most unfortunate ones in the game.
Remember the Megamind comment that I had before? He's
So-
got that big crown of his head. Holy
So
shit.
first thing, his face is like it's kind of there.
Not okay.
His forehead is humongous. He's got a dead cat sitting on top of his head. Don't know what's
That
up
is
with that.
Unfortunate hair.
The biggest problem somehow with his character, and you can tell in this, but you can really tell in game. Ricky Starks is a smaller dude with a smaller build. They made this guy look like a fucking stick bug. I don't understand
They did.
what
I was
the
gonna say
hell.
he's not a big dude. Like he's not. He's athletic. He looks like a lean, athletic guy. They made him look like
he is
Jungle Boy
He
in
is.
this.
Oh, he looks worse than Jungle Boy in this. Jungle Boy
yeah.
actually has some muscle in this game. Ricky Starks fucking don't.
It's so bad.
He looks like a scarecrow or something. It is.
He does. He looks like he's Ethiopian.
He's one of the few that not only does his face not look great, his body also looks bad.
Yeah, that one's bad, man. Like they made him too skinny.
Yeah, it's
They
a
got
little rough.
bit, man. He's
I really,
he's a little thicker than that.
I
Come
really
on,
hope
man.
we get some improvement on Ricky Starks. This is not
that
good.
would be. Yeah, that's not great.
There's another. Actually, is it next? Oh no, we got Riho next. Riho
The
looks
selling
like Rio.
point for every weeb fanboy in the entire
Right.
world. Anyways, no, Rio. I mean, no, not really. That does not look like Riho. I'm pulling up Riho. That does not look like Riho. That is.
I mean,
not.
I don't know. I feel like if I saw a picture of
Actually,
this, I think it's Riho.
Like some of her features a little smoothed out.
Oh yeah,
but
that's
no,
that's
I
how
don't
most
think
of
that
the
looks like
that's
her.
how most of the characters are.
The
The features are gone.
Usually they overstate.
Unless you're
Like, it's
Penta,
all
unless you're Penta and
overweight.
Ray, then you got all the features. That's where all the features went.
That's where they went. The best fucking most realistic looking lucha libres in the entire world is on this fucking video game, and that's it.
Ruby Soul, I think she's
Hey,
got.
here's my
I think
girl.
her head's. She's got Megamind head a little bit, but that definitely looks
does.
like Ruby Soho.
Yeah, but have you looked at Ruby Soho lately? Her Karen haircut kind of gives her the Megamind thing going on. It does emphasize the top of her head.
She's got like the side of her head shaved with the green hair.
Yeah.
God,
it does
we need updated attires for everybody. Damn it.
Yes, we do.
This is the other model to Ricky Starks, except I would argue this one was worse. You can't tell how fucking awful and skinny and ridiculous his body is because he's wearing a jacket. So I guess he gets bonus points for that. But what the hell is that face? Who is that? Why has he got a porcupine on his head? What the hell is going on here? What is his eyes?
That looks like Sammy Guevara.
That doesn't look anything like Sammy Guevara. You were
like
smoking crack cocaine. And he looks even worse in game.
I am not. That looks like fucking Sammy Guevara.
He looks like he's fucking 13.
So does Sammy Guevara!
Sammy Guevara does not look that young. He's also his head isn't that fucking round either. You know what? You give Sammy Guevara's
the
head
shape's a little off.
You get Sammy Guevara and Kenny Omega, have them swap heads, and then we may be on to something.
Wrong again, because that is a little weird. The hair is odd. The face looks like Sammy Guevara.
I don't agree at all. I feel
you're
like he looks even worse in game than he does in this picture.
You're scientifically and provably wrong.
No,
but that's okay.
And he's also this screenshot pisses me off too because he's wearing the jacket, but he's got the same exact fucking body as Ricky Starks does, where he looks like a fucking
the same exact
pole.
fucking body but smaller in real life. He's not that he's the one that makes me go.
Neither one of them
I
are
look at him,
straight line. Neither one of them are. I'm looking at a picture of him right now.
Wow, no, hang
neither
on.
of them are fucking straight line.
That is an old picture of him. He used to be thicker. Actually, damn, what happened to Sammy? Probably stopped caring. That's fine. Okay, that's a good picture. Yeah, he's a little thicker. Fair enough. I was wrong on that part, but I still say the face doesn't look terrible.
Scorpio
Sky.
I love Scorpio Sky. I think his model's great. My memory just may be wrong here. I do not remember him ever borrowing wardrobe from Becky Lynch at any point in time.
I hate you, you stupid man. You son of a bitch. This is like right around the time when he was breaking away from SCU.
Yeah, I wasn't watching then, so that's probably why I don't recall this thing.
Yeah, they're the first
tag champs. Regardless, I still don't remember him wearing the ebony disco ball jacket. So
that's because you aren't a real fan. That's fine.
That's true. That's true.
Sting looks like
my
Sting.
God.
How did it get there?
Jesus Christ. I thought we were looking at renders, not actual real life pictures. What the fuck?
Now does he like kind of wrestle half the match and then like sits on the steps going, why am I doing this at 60? Because I feel like that's what he does in real life. I just feel like that would be accurate.
Yeah. That looks like him, 64 years and all.
We talked about this, the way that their voices are. It sounds like the high-pitched like howl that he used to do in the WCW video games. It's my favorite.
This is another one that's so funny to me because like everybody's so smooth, but then his face, it's got oldness and the wrinkles.
It's got the pits like his real does.
Right.
Like his real face
so like it's just weird how like some of these characters look real and some of them are so cartoony.
Can I tell you my second favorite piece of this? His goatee is off center on this like it is in real life.
Yeah, it is. It's funny. Like his goatee is actually like completely up, down, perfect, but his head is turned to the side a little bit.
Yeah, so it looks right, and it's like, oh no, that's off center in real life.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's fucking right. That's good.
And I like how
look at the detail in the jacket.
And that's what another thing is like. The face paint is like it doesn't look overly perfect like you would expect like a cartoony game to be.
It looks a little.
It actually looks. It has like. It actually looks like it was hand drawn on his face.
Yeah, like it would be our left side looking at it. The left side comes down a little bit further than the other side does. The right side does.
It's so weird. It's so weird why some of these were so detailed and great, and then some of them they just slacked on.
There's two different people, and I think somebody doesn't have a job anymore.
I think that was the main thing. Like, there's a lot of characters made back early development, and there's probably a lot of those team maybe that were fired or they changed people or something to
turnover or something. Who knows?
Right. I'm pretty sure that this game did not have a smooth development. Ty Mellows looks pretty damn good.
She's got that spicy Latina pursed mouth thing going on where she looks at Sammy like she wants to beat him to death. That looks like Ty.
That looks just
and
like
she
her.
could. That woman could legitimately beat you to death.
Thunder Rosa, hers is
Yeah,
pretty
it's hard to
good,
fuck
but
up.
she's got half face paint as well, so kind of hard to mistake her for anybody else.
Now, does this one wrestle or does this one bitch about people behind their backs
I
backstage?
think this was wrestling Thunder Rosa.
I mean,
I don't think we had
what's
gotten to the other
difference?
one yet. Yeah, I mean, it's mostly
looks
there.
good,
I
though.
don't. Is her head that square?
Yes, it is. It absolutely is that square. It's maybe a little bit bigger in real life than in real life, but it is absolutely that square.
You're right. It is definitely that square. So, who the hell is this? Because that ain't Trent Beretta.
Not Trent Beretta.
That's not Trent Beretta. No.
That is.
It looks like Vin Diesel. Like, I don't know who the fuck that man is.
That is Toby Bonelli. That is not Trent Beretta. That is unfortunate.
When's the last time Trent Beretta had long hair that you can remember?
Right
3
when they
years
showed
ago?
up to the fucking place, yeah.
Like it's been
a while.
so long, and even let's say you shaved his head, gave him short hair. It still wouldn't fucking look like him.
It looks like Andrade's face, but with less hair.
Yeah, no, this one's bad. This is one of the worst ones. And then Wardlow, what the fuck is wrong with his eyes?
Hang on.
This man
That
is
man-
cross-eyed in this picture, for
That
sure.
man, that is not Wardlow. That is a character from a Tekken video game. That does not. I mean, it does look like Wardlow,
It
but
looks
that
like
looks more
Wardlow,
like a
but-
Tekken character.
His hair is weird because it's like, I mean, he had that hair, but like, I feel like in game, it doesn't look like hair. It looks like some kind of strange
I
hat.
swear to God, this looks like something that I would be seeing, like somebody doing like the best Tekken characters, and
His-
it's like Wardlow. I'm like, when did he join? He
his
doesn't
picture-
look like a character.
Is by far my favorite, just because of his eyes. His
It
eyes are so, he's so cross-eyed. Like, what the fuck?
He is really,
He-
really struggling right now.
He's cross-eyed, and one of his eyes is bigger than the other.
And the one that's crossed is the big one.
Shit, dude! What the fuck? What is this? It's like they couldn't decide where they wanted him to look, so they picked 2 spots, one for each eye.
I don't know. In this direction.
Oh,
mean like this?
Christ. Yuko Sakazaki.
Sakazaki is in this fucking game.
I don't know who this is. I'm gonna be real. Not a clue. Never heard of this woman in my life. So she could look exactly
Was there
like
for
her
a
or not
while?
like her at all. So.
It looks like Yuka Sakazaki because Yuka Sakazaki looks like an anime because she's a Joshi
She looks
wrestler.
straight out of Tekken.
That's the way she looked. Oh, we didn't see Abaddon or Adam Cole.
Shit. Anyways, Abaddon again. Wait, if I put this at the beginning, there is no again. Abaddon. God damn it. All right, whatever. Fuck it. Like Penta and Ray Phoenix. Her model, you could tell me this is a real life picture and I'd believe you. The face paint, it's like you can't really fuck it up. That just looks exactly like Abaddon.
This one's very detailed.
She's my current FTW champion. All right, then Adam Cole.
baby.
Baby.
Yeah,
The problem is
mostly
his
like Adam
eyes
Cole.
don't look as scary as they do in real life. There's just his eyes. He's
man-
got the scariest looking eyes. I don't know what it is.
It's not even that. Like, I don't feel it. But it's fine if you look at him in the face, just his whole face. But once you start focusing on Adam Cole's eyes, it's like
They're so deep in his head,
What
so
the
like when the lights shine down when he's in the ring, like his eyebrow bones cast a shadow over his eye sockets.
He has a very prominent brow. Yes. Yes, but this looks about right.
I mean, it looks like him for sure, but he looks a little bit less scary. He looks
again,
more
look-
approachable in this picture. All right. Well, anyways, this is gonna wrap this up. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. We'll have more fun video stuff and whatnot in the future, as well as more of the podcast, which we have unfortunately neglected the past few weeks because of things and stuff. But
Life is complicated.
life is complicated, and I've also not been keeping up with wrestling very well. So, gotta fix
Been
that.
rough. A lot of stuff going on, and it burned us out quick.
Yep. So, anyways, if you're not subscribed yet, you should definitely do so. Be sure to like the video and check out all of the social stuffs in the description below. And leave a comment or something. Or don't. It's up to you, I suppose. I can't tell you how to live your life. So anyways, peace out, everyone. Take it easy. Have a good one. And we'll see you guys next time.
Peace.